Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Alyssa, spelled A-L-Y-C-A, not S-S-A, and it's not pronounced Alicia, even though it looks like it. Today, we're talking about how to glow up in 2022 because I'm trying to become a better me, and clearly you are too if you clicked on this video and need ideas for resolutions and goals. All of these are general resolutions for myself too, so let's glow up together. I wrote down 15 ways to become the best version of you in 2022, and yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So number one, if you follow me on literally any of my social medias, you have definitely seen me preach about writing affirmations and writing gratitude, writing things you are grateful for. Maybe not even writing, but just practicing saying affirmations and practicing thinking of things that you are grateful for. When you take the time out of your day to sit down and really think about what you're grateful for, there's no possible way for you to be like miserable in life. And affirmations, saying positive things to yourself, oh my god, it changes your mindset so much. Making this a habit, life changer. So that's number one. Number two is to use a daily planner, and this is definitely one of my resolutions for 2022 because I have a daily planner, but the thing is that I forget to use it. So it's definitely a goal of mine and should be a goal of yours too. Especially if you're an unorganized person, it will help you feel like you have your life put together. And having one of the planners that have like time slots each day, you don't have to obviously live your life according to the specific plan that you set for that day, but just to have an idea of what you have time for that day and better manage your time. Manage your time better. So yeah, definitely a good goal for the new year. Number three is listen to podcasts, and I just started listening to more podcasts recently, actually, probably within the last few months. A lot of people like to listen to music. I'm one of those people, but sometimes I get sick of my music, you know, and sometimes I need something else to listen to. I find myself learning a lot of things from these podcasts that I listen to. I'll name some of my favorites so that you can, add them to your Spotify or Apple playlists and start listening to podcasts this new year. So I'm going to insert pictures of all of them right here. But the first podcast that I recommend is Self-Healer Soundboard. If you're looking to improve your mental health or start healing, that's the podcast you should listen to. It's such a good podcast, really educational, and it's not boring either. Like, it's things that you can relate to. So really love that one. Another one that I really love is Anything Goes by Emma Chamberlain. Sometimes she talks about really deep stuff on that podcast. Sometimes it's literally just surface level things, but it's interesting topics. And if you are around my age or anywhere in your teens, it's a really relatable podcast. So I definitely recommend that one. Call Her Daddy. Everyone knows this podcast, such a good podcast. And Alex recently just switched up her content, kind of. Like, she still kind of talks about the same thing, but she incorporates more like a mental health into her podcast, which I absolutely love because we all know that I love talking about mental health. And then the last one that I recommend is called Going Mental with Eileen Kelly. Why am I running out of breath? I'm literally I feel like I'm talking so fast. Eileen Kelly featured on Call Her Daddy, and I just really liked her vibe, and she's just, raw and real and talks about mental health, but she also talks a lot about sexuality. Highly recommend that one too. Number four, eat what you want. Personally, I don't believe in diet culture. I think that just having a healthy relationship with food is definitely a way to glow up mentally and physically. Eating shitty food every single day will make your mental health go down. But on the other hand, when you restrict yourself to only eating healthy food and you can never have one thing that is slightly unhealthy, that can also be bad for your mental health and essentially can lead to an eating disorder. Eat your greens, drink your water, eat your fruits, eat your veggies. But if you want ice cream or you want chicken tenders, eat the ice cream and eat the chicken tenders. Just be nice to yourself about what you're eating. You're allowed to eat what you want. Number five is to set a skincare routine or just practice good personal hygiene. This is more of a physical one, obviously, but this just includes just taking care of yourself. If you have a bad habit of not showering often, shower a little bit more often. If you have a bad habit of not wearing deodorant, put on some deodorant every day. Get a good perfume or a cologne that you love wearing. Do whitening strips on your teeth, brush your teeth morning and night if you tend to do it only once a day. I don't know. Just taking care of your personal hygiene is definitely a start to glowing up. Number 6, get your butt outdoors even if it's cold outside. And I am literally talking to myself right now. It's easier during the summertime and the spring and during the warmer weather, obviously, but try to get outside as much as possible. Just being in nature and getting fresh air is really, really good for your mental health and physical health. If you're doing physical activity outside, obviously your physical health is being helped too by that. Number 7, save money. And that doesn't mean don't ever have spending money. Literally just make it a goal to save money in general. Even if it's $5 you throw into your savings account, or if it's $200 you throw into your savings account. Randomly putting money aside and saving money will definitely help you in the long run. And if you, God forbid, have an emergency or need a big chunk of money for something, you've been putting little bits of money aside, so it'll save you from stressing about finances. And nobody wants to stress about money because money stress is just not it. It'll never hurt to save. Number 8 is therapy. We love therapy. I love therapy. I encourage you to get a therapist, even if you're not depressed, even if you don't have anxiety, even if you think you have no trauma. Therapy is still good. It's really good to talk to a professional about your mental health and just what you're going through, or do inner child work. This is definitely something that is a goal for me in the new year. If you don't know what inner child work is, it means just like diving deep into yourself. That doesn't sound right. Okay, scratch that. It means reconnecting with the past younger version of you. If you like to go outside and play soccer as a kid, but you haven't done it for years now, go outside and play some soccer. Get back in touch with the younger version of you and heal that inner part of you. Number 9 is travel somewhere new. Go create new memories, create new experiences for yourself, especially if you are young. I highly encourage it. This is the time to take advantage of being able to travel, and this is a way to glow up. We made it to number 10, and number 10 is to meet new people and make new connections. And this is 1000% on my New Year's resolutions and goals list. Even if it is through social media, make new connections with people. Make professional connections with people if you are about to be out of college, like I will be at the end of this. Wow, I'll be done. I'm shook. I'm excited to watch this video back at the end of 2022. But anyways, meet new people, make new connections. And I'm not saying that you have to be best friends with every single person that you make a new connection with, but just having multiple connections never hurts. Number 11 is to make time for physical activity. Even if that's a short little walk or doing some yoga or just stretching. Going back to the daily planner one, plan it into your planner so that you have it written in your planner like it's something that you have to do. This is definitely something that I want to work on because this past year I feel like I fell in and out of my habit of going to the gym, and literally I've lived the experience of it helping my mental health tremendously. Number 12 is to focus on internal validation over external validation. And if you follow me on my socials, specifically Instagram, I post about this a lot, and a lot of people might have literally no clue what I'm talking about. But what I mean by this is basically letting go of the opinions and judgment that other people are going to have of you and only focus on validating your decisions yourself without the influence of what other people are going to think about you, if that makes sense. It all plays into confidence and self-esteem and not really giving a about what other people think about what you're doing. I've definitely worked on this a lot in 2021, and this is something I plan on continuing to work on because obviously I am not perfect and I haven't 100% mastered this yet. But for the experiences that I've had where I was I don't give a about what anybody thinks about what I'm doing right now, it's really freeing. So I really highly recommend making that a goal of yours for 2022. Number 13 is Very random compared to my last one, but it's to upgrade your wardrobe. And this one is a more physical one, obviously, but could be mental too, because it could play into feeling more confident about yourself. But when I wrote this, basically what I was thinking is do a closet clean out, or switch up your style a little bit. Try to style pieces of clothing that you have a little bit differently. And that's just another way that you can glow up. So why not? Number 14 is to learn to enjoy your own presence. Take yourself on some dates, do things by yourself. It's how you learn about yourself and just learn new things that you may like doing. It'll only make it easier to enjoy other people's company. At least that's how I feel. So yeah, that's definitely a goal of mine, and I just feel like that's a really good resolution to have. Last but not least is to listen to your mind, your body, and your soul. So I actually was planning on doing a lot more resolutions than 15, but I figured I had a lot to say about things and I just wanted them to like come from my own heart and mind. But I started looking on Pinterest for ideas, and none of those, like, I mean, some of these were on there, but I had already came up with these. Anyway, I remember one of them said like, spend less time sitting and spend more time being productive, or something like that. I was like, no, that's not a good one. Because, okay, if you feel like you're really lazy and like you need to be a little bit more productive, then okay, maybe that's a resolution of yours personally. If you feel exhausted, listen to your body. Go take a nap, like lay it down for a little bit. It's okay to not be productive 24/7. It's okay to just give yourself some time to relax. And as for listening to your mind and your soul, that's more of just letting your intuition guide you and do things that you want to do. But that is the end of my list. In 2022, we're glowing up and we are becoming the best versions of ourselves, you and me both. I hope that you got some good ideas for resolutions and goals, and I hope that you have an amazing 2022. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!